Hi guys, Lazy Developer is here, and today we're going to learn how to spawn your character in a specific location when you change the level. So in this picture you can see that there is a map called city and it has three rooms. One is stone, grass and the wood room, and the blue dots represents the door and the yellow dots are the spawn location. So when the player goes in front of the door, we are going to change the level and spawn them in a specific locations. So that's the plan. Let's get started with Unreal Engine. So as you can see, these are the maps. This is the map, and let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is create an actor blueprint. I'm going to name this change level VP. Open this up, add a box component, box collision, and you can name this anything. Now let's take care of the size of this box first, or like this. That looks good enough. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to add on component begin overlap event and cast to third person character. And when the third person character touches this box, we're going to open a new level. And instead of typing out the name, I'm going to promote this to a variable. And you can leave the name like that. And just make sure to toggle this I button, and that's it for now. Now I'm going to, since this is the stone room and I have the map, I'm going to copy this name and paste this under the default level name. So I'm changing the value of this variable. Okay, now we need the spawn location, so I'm going to create another variable in the change level blueprint. It's going to be called spawn location, and toggle this up, and also this is going to be a transform type of variable. Compile this, and we're going to change the variable from here, the level editor. So you have to click this arrow first, and now you have access to this. Now in order to get the right location for the, we have to get on the stone level. So you can see that I have the character, and here is the door. I want the character spawn right in front of the door. So this is a good location to spawn the character in front of the door. So I'm going to get the numbers. I'm going to use the notepad to store these numbers first. Okay. So x equal negative 570, y equal 680, z equal 686. And now the rotation is x equal 9, or not x but z equal 90, negative 90. Okay, so now let's go back to the city level and select the box, change level blueprint, and change the variable with this information. So x equal negative 570, y equal 680, z equal 686. And now for the rotation, z equal negative 90. Cool. Okay, but now the problem is when you change the level, this variable is going to reset and it's going to go back to the default values. So the problem is, even though you change the variable right now, like when the player touch this box, the variable is going to change, but once you open the level, the variable is going to go back to the default values. That means the changes you make is not going to change anything at all. So how are we going to solve these problems? So we are going to use this special blueprint called game instance. So in the search box, you're just going to type game instance like this and select this. I'm just going to call this my game inst. Okay, so open this up and you're just going to type have a variable called the change variable. Change no spawn location. Spawn lock, and this is going to be a transform type variable. So we are using this blueprint just to keep the changed values same. So what we are going to do is use this variable and save the location. How you're going to do that, let's find out. So first I'm going to get game instance like this, and I'm going to cast to my game inst and plug everything in. No, not like this. Type set spawn lock, and now you're going to drag the spawn location transform variable and drag it here. Connect these nodes, and that's it. Now the problem is it's not going to work. The cast game inst is not going to work. Why? Because game inst is a very special blueprint. We are gonna have to mess with the project settings. So you have to go to the maps and modes, and under the game instance class, the default one is this one from that comes with the Unreal Engine. I'm going to change that with the my game instance. You have to change that, otherwise your blueprint is not going to work. It's going to stop right here and the other codes are not going to work. So make sure that you do this because this is extremely important. So now it's going to work. Let's see if that works. I'm going to hit the play button. Yes, it worked. Let me make sure. Yeah, let me change the default location for this character in this level. I'm supposed to spawn in this location no matter what if I go from this level. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. As you saw, it did not spawn in the right location. Why is that the case? It's because we haven't told the engine to change the location. So let's work on the change the location part. We just know where to spawn, but we haven't changed the location just yet. So I'm going to open the level blueprint for the stone room, and I'm going to call the event begin play, and I'm going to cast to game instance. Oh no, it should be my game instance. Object is get game inst, and I'm going to get the spawn location, and now I'm going to use the cast to third person character. First I'm going to get player character, cast to third person, drag them here, and now I'm going to use set actor transform this one, and I'm going to drag the spawn location variable with this new transform, and you can leave it like that. Now it should work. As you see, the character should spawn here even though the default value is in other place. Let's see if that works. Save this. This is the city map, and now I'm going to go to the stone room map. I spawn right in front of the door. Cool. That's exactly what we want. So let's go back to the spawn map and add this blueprint again. Like this. So when the character wants to go back to the city map, he's going to go to the door, and we're going to change the variables. Here the level name is going to be city, and let's look for the location. Where is the okay, like this. So this is the location we are going to use. Let me store these. -750 -460, and the Z axis is 666.22, and the rotation is 100 degree, or you can leave in 90. And yeah, let's go back to the stone room and change the variables accordingly. So 750 -460, and the rotation is 100. Now there is going to be a problem. Let's go back to the city map. No, first let's copy the code from the level blueprint, because we're gonna need that. Let's go back to the city map, open level blueprint, and just paste it here. Now the problem is you're changing the variable once the player hits the box, but the default value is different. Let me show you the default values. These are the default values. You don't want to spawn the character in these locations. So, but the thing is, open level blueprint is going to spawn your character in these locations. You don't want that. So first you need to change the default values manually. So I want this character to spawn here for the first time before he crosses any door. So let's change the variable 750. Where is it? Default value is 750 and it's negative. Both of them are negative. 830. 830. 666.22 and rotation -10. It doesn't matter, but whatever. So now we set up the default value. So instead of 000, this variable, oh wait, hold on, no, this is, I made a mistake. We are supposed to change the variable default values for the game instance, not the change level. So let's see, I'm just going to copy these here. -750, -830, 666.22 and -10. So you want to change the default values from the game instance, not from the change level. That way, on the event begin play, it's going to spawn your character right here. So I'm going to change the location like this, and now I'm going to hit play. You can see that my character spawned right where I want it to be for the first time. And now I go to the stone room, I spawn right in front of the door. Now I want to go back to the city map, so I'm going to go there, and you see I'm right in front of the stone room, but I'm also in front of the I'm also in the city map. So you can do the same thing for the rest of the map. Grass map, grass room, wood room. Now you know how to change your spawn location when you change the level. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.